Hi Cal fans, welcome to This Week in Cal Athletics for Wednesday, November 16th. I'm your host, Chelsea Brown. It's big game week and there's a lot of Golden Bears sports happening, so let's get started. The women's soccer team advanced to the second round of the NCAA tournament with a thrilling victory in penalty kicks over number 11 Santa Clara on the road last Saturday. The Bears will face Boston College in a second-round match on Friday at 4:30 p.m. on the Stanford campus. Head on over to Palo Alto to cheer on your Bears. Palo Alto will also be the host of the 114th edition of The Big Game between Cal and Stanford on the Gridiron. The contest pitting the two local rivals will take place on Saturday at 7:15 p.m. inside Stanford Stadium. Over on the hardwood, Mike Montgomery's basketball squad got the season started off right with victories over UC Irvine and George Washington over the weekend. The Bears also defeated Austin Peay on Tuesday inside Haas Pavilion. The women's basketball program officially ushered in the Lindsey Gottlieb era this past weekend. The Bears played number 16 Rutgers tough in a hard-fought 73-70 loss to the Scarlet Knights on the road. Despite the setback, Gottlieb's squad saw several positives out of the season-opening contest, including Jennifer Brandon's double-double in her return to the court after missing the entire 2010-2011 season. We had a chance to talk to Coach Gottlieb as the Bears get set to host Sacramento State in Illinois this week at Haas Pavilion. Coach, how does it feel to be back on the Cal bench in your new role as the head coach?
It's honestly a dream come true. I loved it here when I was an assistant, was really happy coaching in Santa Barbara, but the chance to come back here, I've told people it wasn't just a job, it was the job for me, so it's been a thrill.
Now, definitely a thrill it's a long journey to become a head coach, most certainly. How did you get started in this business?
Well, there are a lot of lawyers in my family. I studied political science undergrad, but I always had a thing for sports. I thought I might go into sports writing or doing what you're doing, broadcasting. And then when I was in college, I just said, oh my goodness, you can coach and be the X's and O nerd that I am and still have an impact on young people. So it was while I was in college, I decided that was what I wanted to do. And my head coach at Brown was amazing with letting me sort of see the behind the scenes even while I was playing. And then the day after I graduated from Brown, I got my first job offer to be the third assistant at Syracuse.
Wonderful. Now, Coach, what are you taking away from the season opener in this week's games?
You know, we went out to Rutgers, went 3,000 miles away and played the number 15 or 16 team in the country, and we were disappointed not to win. But I did tell them in the locker room afterwards that I'd rather be going back with this team, 0-1, having played in that competitive championship-type atmosphere than having, won a game here in Haas by a lot. I think we can take away what it takes to be at the most elite level. We know how to compete. We were disappointed we didn't get it done, but I felt like the effort speaks to the potential that this team has.
Now, anyone in stands in Haas Pavilion in the season opener at Cal can say what an opening it was for the team. What are your views on that opening match?
Well, the Vanguard exhibition, I think, showcased just how fun of a team we are to watch. I think we have explosive athletes. We want to get up and down. We have exciting players, and I think an exciting offense. So I think it's definitely worth coming to Haas, seeing these players in action, because it's certainly going to be worth the price of admission.
Now, in the Bay Area, there is an adjective to describe players that have a lot of confidence. It's swag. Now, I hear from the players that you really like the term swag. Does this team have swag?
Here's the thing. I never knew what swag was until I met Brittany Boyd, who's our freshman point guard, who does have swag. I think the entire team has swag. I now know what it means. And recently, she actually said Coach G has swag, so I feel like I've arrived if she thinks that I can bring it. But I think it just means a sense of confidence and having personality and enjoying the game and being passionate. And I do think we bring that. That's one of the signature things that we want to play with, a love of the game, playing really hard. So I guess fans will have to come and see for themselves if we define swag and if they know what it is, but I'm just learning, but I'll take it.
I love it. Now, what do you want to tell Cal fans coming out this weekend, this Thursday and Sunday, to support the Cal women's basketball team?
That we'd love to have you, that we'd love you to pack Haas for us, that we'll do everything to make an exciting game and play hard, and we really need you in the fans. We really need the fans in the stands against Sac State and Illinois Thursday and Sunday.
Thanks, Coach Gottlieb, for your time, and best of luck this week.
Thank you, guys.
As Coach Gottlieb said, we want to see you pack the Haas this week as the squad takes on Sacramento State on Thursday at 7 p.m. and Illinois on Sunday at 1 p.m. Rich Feller's fifth-ranked volleyball team will play its final two regular season matches at Haas Pavilion as Oregon State comes to Berkeley on Friday and the Bears welcome Oregon on Saturday for Senior Day. Both matches are slated to begin at 7 p.m. The big game highlights the Golden Bears in action on the road this week. Cal and Stanford meet on Saturday at Stanford Stadium at 7:15 p.m. If you can't make it to the game, you can catch all the action on ESPN or listen to the game at KGO 810 a.m. Prior to Saturday's big game, you can check out the big splash on the Stanford campus as the Bears and the Cardinals square off in the pool for sure-to-be exciting men's water polo contest at 5:15 p.m. Make your plans to head to Palo Alto the day before Saturday's big game festivities as the women's soccer team meets Boston College in the second round of the NCAA tournament on the pitch at Stanford at 4:30 p.m. The men's and women's divers will be in Tucson, Arizona, while the women's swimming team will be in Long Beach, and cross country will compete in San Francisco to round out the weekend. Remember, you can catch the Cal Sports Report on COMCAST SPORTSNET California every Wednesday. Check your local listings for availability. You can listen to Cal on the airwaves at KNEW 910 a.m. every Monday evening from 6 to 7 p.m. on the Cal Coaches Corner with host Todd McKim. Click above to see the CalBears.com composite schedule for a listing of all Cal events, and you can stay on the inside track of Cal Athletics by visiting the Cal Bear blog and following teams on Twitter and Facebook. Get your links at CalBears.com today. Thanks, Cal fans, for tuning in to This Week in Cal Athletics. I'm your host, Chelsea Brown, and enjoy the big game week. We'll see you next week, and go Bears!